Welcome. I'm Richard HAASNOOT, the creator of this advanced wisdom series that's part of the Wisdom Inspired Life channel. My goal is to help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life. The definition of wisdom is knowledge of the universal God. A wisdom-inspired life is the best life humans are capable of living. In this series, I share with you quotes from Paramahansa Yogananda, a God-realized enlightened avatar, founder of the Self-Realization Fellowship, and my beloved guru. After a quote that I share with you in this episode, I add some additional perspective to deepen your understanding and to significantly increase the practical benefit of this wisdom in your life. So let's get into today's Yogananda quote to help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life. Quote, true devotees are people who are committed, serious, have a regular practice. Their spiritual journey is right at the top of their to-do list and priority list, okay? True devotees, even when fully awakened, never think of themselves as gurus or saviors of others. Absolutely true. They behold as the sole doer in themselves none other than the pure God. I pause to give you a chance to think about that, because for a long time I would not have agreed to that. And during that period of time, it was my ego. I was the doer. I accomplished those results. I did this. I did that. But the more I progressed, I ultimately recognized that the sole doer in themselves is none other than the pure God. When you understand how the universe works, and that would be a subject of maybe 2 or 3 other episodes to do it, I understand. And it's a big leap for a lot of people because the ego says, no, God didn't accomplish that great result. I did, okay? So, having said that, here's some additional perspective that can help you use this wisdom in your life. And as always, I give a shout out to ChatGPT in helping me put this together. The concept of God as the sole doer is rooted in various philosophical and theological traditions, particularly within certain strands of Hinduism, as well as some interpretations of monotheistic religions. Here's some key points. God is often seen as the ultimate source of all actions and events in the universe. Once you buy into that, you buy into God being the sole doer. Everything that happens is believed to be a manifestation of divine will, meaning that nothing occurs without God's knowledge and permission. Just think about that. That's, for many of you listening, that's a big leap. Okay? But, and I understand that. But for me, I go, amen. Okay? All actions are viewed as expressions of the same underlying reality, which is God. When you understand quantum physics, you understand that we are all one and all connected. Okay? Thus, individuals are not separate doers, but part of the universal action of God. Yogananda talks about the illusion of reality and the dream, that this is a dream of God. Okay? Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of surrendering to God's will. The ego has a tough time with that. The soul embraces it enthusiastically. This involves recognizing that human understanding is limited and trusting that God is orchestrating events for a higher purpose. Okay? Some philosophies advocate that all beings and actions are interconnected. As I said just a minute ago here, quantum physics already knows this, with God being the ultimate reality that binds everything together. In this view, God is the underlying force behind all phenomena. Okay? In summary, the notion of God as the sole doer emphasizes the belief in divine intelligence or presence that governs all actions and events, encouraging a perspective of unity, surrender, and trust in a greater cosmic order. Okay? So, this is... I wasn't here for, by here I mean embracing everything that you've just heard here for a long time. And eventually in my spiritual journey, which I can cover in other episodes, this became an awesome awakening. Okay? I hope this helps you to live more of a wisdom-inspired life, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon. Thank you very much.